How you doing?
We're doing good, and you?
Doing good. So this is Judge Lewis Owens. He is a county judge here, boots on the ground, has been sounding the alarm.
I will tell you that
Let me get this
right
mic
now,
closer to your mouth here, sir.
We're trying right now, I can tell you, we're trying to get the word out. More people that know about it, the better off we all are.
Do you feel like people are like that? People are paying attention?
I think we've got a lot of federal government attention right now. I think we've got their ears. With what you're filming, with what you're showing, it doesn't do justice as to what's going on. You know, they can't see behind on the other side of that fence that there's another 600 or 1,000. A couple of days ago, we were at 12,155. 1,800 were taken out. One day, the next morning, we were at 14,600. That's after the 1,800. We did hit 15,000 at one point, and a little bit higher. Right
Can you
now,
raise that to your mouth a little bit closer?
Yeah.
I think it's stuck to me here, but I think I can kind of get it. I just want to make sure people can hear you. Hold on, let me unplug really quick and get that out. You know, live streams, this is how we do it, right, Judge? Okay, so I just want to make sure people can hear you. This is obviously vital. Okay, so now, we're damn closed. Has that had an impact?
well, the thing is, though, that it slowed down the flow here directly, but now we've got them going a little bit further down, getting out and coming back up. Okay, so it has slowed down the flow. We appreciate the state, help in doing that. But I still have 13,000 people here that have tickets. We don't know how many people are back here in the bushes and in the limbs and the trees. But those are the 12,900 of the individuals that have already walked up here, have got a ticket, and are fixing to get processed and taken out. The DPS or Border Patrol right now is shooting for 3,000 a day to be removed. Best case scenario, if nobody else shows up, I'm sitting there 4 days. All right, and we get the question about the bridge. All right, and like I said earlier, we're losing money every day at the port on tolls. I've got maquilas that are losing thousands of dollars. At some point, we'll be in the millions that they're going to be losing. I can't afford for them to lose contracts, but the closing of the bridge with all these people down here, it was a security reason to do it. I'm okay with that, and I agree with it. But how do we get it moved? How do we open the bridge? We need to remove these people from underneath here and get them out of the bridge, get them processed, get them back to their point of origin, their country. And if we begin to do that, which my understanding is those flights have already started, those flights will continue. But if we can get these people back to point of origin, get them to Haiti, wherever they're from, and then it's a deterrent for them to keep coming. If I know that I'm going to do this trip and then I'm going to be sent back, I won't come.
What about like the human factor though, where a lot of people say, well, they had to have a really hard life to go through this, and that's kind of that other side, right? And that's a tough one to wrap your head around.
It is. You don't. But there's so many different facets. There's so many areas of this. None of us are heartless. We're all human. We don't really want to see this. We don't want them to see them go through this. But the rules that we have in place, my opinion, they should be, if they're going to come across, you should be sent back. All right. There has to be another process, though, a speedy process for them to ask for asylum. The best number that I've ever heard of those that are asking for asylum right now, the highest number that I've ever heard is 12% that will qualify. That's the number that I'm hearing, 7 to 12. So let's pick the highest number, 12% of everybody that's been asked to, and those are the ones that actually show up to their court date. We don't even know who doesn't show up, or we do know who doesn't show up, but then we can't find them. But we've had, that I know of, at least 5 babies born in the last 4 days. Okay. One of the families, the baby, the mama, everybody's COVID. Okay, so then you end up, the federal government sent an individual health authority down here to look. They're concerned about diseases, the spread. And it's a legitimate concern. You asked me right now about
10 months.
The health, the humanitarian side. I'm not trying to be callous. I'm not trying to be just a real asshole. But it's difficult for everybody else, and to see this, I get it. You want to help them, you want to help them, you want to help them. We need to do it in a legal and orderly fashion. That's all I'm asking. We can't have this and then just say, just because you're here, I'm going to turn you loose. That can't happen. Okay.
Now, Judge, when I was talking with Congressman Pfluger yesterday, he was saying that they were requesting the known terrorist list from the administration, and the administration won't provide it. What do you think about that situation, and is there any concern there?
Well, it gets back to, if you're going to let them in, then you should be taking care of it. I don't care, and I'm going to get heat for that one. I'm going to get flack for that. But these people are still human. You know, I really don't believe they should be here. I don't think they should be allowed to cross. If they're crossed, then we ought to send them back. But they're here now. So what is it that you're going to do for them? ¿Verdad? To help them. And I'm not saying help keep them. I'm saying help them while they're here until we get them back to where they're from.
Now, the other side, too, is the economic impact, right, of the nation, not just Del Rio, but this is all being paid for federally for a lot of the support. So what does that mean for taxpayers?
I've got, as of this morning, I have, they're bringing in on the state level, we're talking 250, 400 more. I've got the people in blue, the people from the port, they're bringing in another 100. You've got National Guard, they're bringing in a couple more 100. You got Border Patrol fixing to bring in 500. Who could even add that up? You know, and really, is that number going to be true or not? Because I don't think you can put a dollar amount on it. I think, you know, it's going to be just enormous, you know.
And Mayorkas put out like a 6-pronged plan of what you guys are doing with DHS. So they're obviously, you know, trying to react now. They weren't being proactive. You guys have been asking for help for quite a while. So this is a reaction, not being proactive, just putting that out there. But with that, what else do you guys need from the administration? There, you know, we've got flights coming. We have more resources. What do you need? Do you need a national emergency? What do you need?
That would be the first thing. You can't really fix something unless you realize there's a problem. I think now they're realizing it. You need to throw more money at it, and that's what it is. It's going to be all about the dollars, buses and people. It's all going to cost money. Going to have to throw more money at it. And then there has to be a deterrent. At the end of the day, there has to be a deterrent not to come. The deterrent is to send them back. And it's that simple. I mean, you can't say we're going to process them, we're going to turn them loose, I'm going to start flights right now, we're going to do this for a week, and then they go away. You know, that can't happen. If you started the process, we applaud you, we congratulate you, keep it up. Get them out.
I was hearing Governor Abbott yesterday talking about how that is a big concern, right? Because if this is setting the tone, then what's to stop more people?
Oh, no. There has to be a deterrent. Once you start the process of flying them out, you got to continue, ¿verdad? But, you know, again, we're not heartless. The ones that are here, we need to do a better job taking care of it. And I'm not blaming Border Patrol or whatever. This is at the national level. It isn't something that these guys can wave a magic wand and throw fairy dust on it and they can fix. If it was